Good morning, welcome back to AM Buffalo. What a time it is to be a frontline worker. And I've got to say, we have been really honoured to join the Fucillo group and do Fucillo's Feeding the Frontlines this week. Got to go to Oshai Children's Hospital and give some lunches to some amazing nurses downtown. That was awesome. We've got more frontline workers that we are going to visit next week. It's been a really great thing to do, thanks to Fucillo. And one of the latest visits we made was to the Niagara County Sheriff's office to thank a few frontline workers there. This is how that turned out.
Hey guys, Ronnie and Tom from the all-new Fucillo Automotive Group on Grand Island. We are here today for Fucillo Feeds the Frontline. We're at 773 North. We are heading to our location today, which is the Niagara County Sheriff's Department. We'll be there in a little bit. Let's go, guys.
We're here, we're going to feed the front line today. We want to thank our Niagara County Sheriff's Department. We're giving them some good meals today. Our whole team put them together. Thank you, Fucillo, for picking us for this. And thank you to our front line. Woo! Yeah!
Hey everybody, it's Tom Fogarty and Ronnie Mansour here from the Fucillo Automotive Group. We're here at 773. We want to say thank you for their participation in our event. And listen, support local restaurants.
One word describes this whole opportunity, guys, and that word is huge.
773 North!
Fucillo feeds the front lines and we are loading up and heading to Niagara County Sheriff's Department. Woo! Yeah! Let's go!
But I can tell you that here in Niagara County, I feel a tremendous amount of community support from our residents. During the pandemic, during these protests, the community here has been fantastic. And any other day, they've been fantastic with us. We have a good community we police, and I really feel like they stand behind their sheriff's office.
So how does it feel to get lunch dropped off to you today?
Oh, it's fantastic. I know that the men and women here appreciate it. And you know, to have people take their time to come here and deliver lunch for everybody that's working is a great feeling to let, and it does make you feel like people are paying attention and that they're thankful that law enforcement is out here doing what they're doing.
Well, what a great opportunity to give back. Listen, if you'd like to know more about Fucillo Feeds the Frontlines, you can go to Fucillo Feeds the Frontlines at the Fucillo Automotive Group on Grand Island. Now, let's not let all this sunshine go to waste. Fitness expert Robbie Ross says there's plenty of vitamin D in that sunshine.
Hi, I'm Robbie Raw with the Raw Truth on Health and Fitness. I want to encourage you to get outside and let the sun in. You know how important vitamin D is, not only to our bones, but also our immunity, which is paramount at this time. Also, of course, vitamin D will help your mood as well. And so get out there, walk, run, walk, which is interval training. You can bike, you can skate. There's so many things that you can do. Make sure you wear your helmet. But I want to encourage you. So how do you start? You just start, you guys. You make the decision to start exercising, whether it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it is. I want you to start. Put on your sneakers, put on your helmet, and start. I'm Robbie Raw, and this is the Raw Truth.
Paula's Donuts, the official breakfast sponsor of AM Buffalo.
All right, everybody, the kids have been home a long time, but the kids, can they still learn a thing or two now that they have been home for so long and learning in a different way? Well, local educator Jay Hall says, you know what? Their creativity can benefit them for a lifetime. Take a look.
Back to Schoolhouse 7. This has been Creativity Week. Welcome to Creativity Day 5. Let's get started once again today by reviewing the creative thinking skills. They are fluency, flexibility, originality, and elaboration. Today we will focus entirely on elaboration, or one's ability to expand on an idea by embellishing it with details. So, at home it would be great to create something like an elaboration key. Given the task of draw a picture of your neighborhood playground, you see this is a level 1 example of elaboration, not too many details there. I'm adding more details for a level 2. You see we've added a picnic bench and some other things, but this is really what you're looking for. A level 3 elaborator here, adding more details to get something more like this, much more detailed than the first example. So to help you, help your students at home with elaboration, we've created a Schoolhouse 7 elaboration station with 3 ideas for you to work with your students at home. The first one are sensory details, focusing on asking questions like how does it look, how does it sound, how does it feel, how does it smell, how does it taste. Now yesterday I shared on Schoolhouse 7 a poem that my daughter wrote. We went outside and we looked for images, light, sound, questions, and feelings, a sensory poem, and she wrote a poem about our backyard with things like stone fire pit, tall green pine trees, wind rustling the canopy, sunny day, shiny grill grates. Very great example of elaborating in poetry using sensory details. The next one are sentence expanders. These are like who, what, when, where, why, how, all great questions to ask your students at home to get them to elaborate in their paragraphs and conversations. And finally, we'll go down here to idea systems. Idea systems are journals or notebooks for ideas, keeping your ideas and elaborating on them. You reflect on new ideas, you write, sketch, draw, staple, glue, you decorate the cover, and you annotate your explorations. Here's an example from my idea system. I got an idea to create a creativity club a while ago. This is my first brainstorm, and here's the first day. You move more further in my idea system. This was the first day of the club. So my idea came into fruition because I had a great idea system. So there it is. That was Creativity Day 5. Have a great weekend. Keep reading, keep writing, but most importantly, be safe.
I've loved Creativity Week. I think creativity is great. Thanks, Jay Hall. If you'd like more, jhallbuffalo@gmail.com is how you can reach Mr. Hall. So the financial guys, they are the experts when it comes to insurance and benefits and all of that sort of stuff that I find really complicated. I spoke with Phil Provenzano from the financial guys, and they have this thing called the benefits checkup, where they can look at where you may be missing out on some really good opportunities when it comes to insurance. Check this out. So Phil, tell us about this benefits checkup that you guys offer.
Because there are literally hundreds of potential programs out there, depending on who, where you live, all that other pedigree information, we actually will input all that into our little benefits checkup system, and it'll kick out and say, hey, listen, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, they could potentially be a candidate for this program or this program or this program. And we don't just stop there. What we'll actually do is we'll actually help you enroll for free in those programs. And some of these programs are just invaluable.
Why doesn't every financial advisor, insurance broker do this for their customers?
I've devoted my practice to our baby boomer population. I've really done a lot of soul searching on that. And really what it comes down to is it's extra work. Without doing that process, if we can see 10 people, but with it we can see 5, we would rather see less people, but do it the right way.
Have you got an example of where someone had been paying way more than they should have been paying or anything like that?
So the one example that I will give you, I'll never forget, her name's Rosemary. So Rosemary's a 97-year-old lady. I do this process for every single one of my clients. Whether you're rich, whether you're poor, it's irrelevant to me. I put everybody on this program and allow the organization to either approve or not approve them. It's actually called financial assistance, but it's commonly referred to as charity care. So when I sat down, we put her on a Medicare Advantage plan, but on top of that, we put her on these charity care programs. So 6 months later, she ends up calling me and says, hey, Phil, I just got a bill for $1,700. And I asked her, and she started explaining that she broke her hip and she